Two female boxers who previously failed a gender eligibility test have been cleared to compete at the Paris 2024 Olympics.
Well, Algeria's Iman Khalif was disqualified by the International Boxing Association over high testosterone levels. And Taiwan's Lin Yu Ting failed a biochemical test for gender eligibility.
Both are deemed to pose an unfair advantage among other athletes. But should they be banned from this year's tournament?
Well, joining us now is the author of Fair Play for Women, Fiona Mcanena. Fiona, thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, there's a lot of confusion in the reporting around this. Obviously, there have been some cases in the past where women born as women have naturally high testosterone levels, and sometimes there have been cases where it's transgender women. Do we know which it is in this case?
It's never about naturally high testosterone levels in women. When they talk about females with these high testosterone levels, they're really talking about males with disorders of sex development. And in some cases, rarely happens in developed countries, but in some cases, babies born with these disorders are wrongly labeled as female, and then they grow up and go through male puberty, and everyone then knows they're male. They have, I don't know these two individuals in particular, but this is well documented now, for example, with Caster Semenya, that they have internal testes, they produce testosterone, they go through puberty, they have all those advantages. And frankly, the prospect of these people boxing against women, if they are male, is terrifying. And we should be very concerned. And the IOC should be very concerned, but seemingly they are not.
Fiona, I've got some statistics here that say that men have a 90% increased bicep strength and 162% greater punch power, meaning that the average man's punch has 2.6 times the force of one delivered by a woman. Are the Olympic Committee putting women's lives at risk?
I think there can be no doubt they're putting women's lives at risk. But bear in mind that this is their stated policy. They have said that there should be no presumed advantage for trans-identifying males, what they call transgender women, or for people with differences of sex development, which is what we believe applies here. What that means is they are saying that if you're male, but you say that you're a woman, that's what they think is important. And in most other sports, this is not allowed, certainly in the biggest Olympic sports. But what's happened in boxing is that it was always sex-based. It's one of the few that never got this wrong because of the safety issues. But the International Boxing Association has been de-recognized by the IOC for other reasons to do with corruption. And so these are the IOC's own rules now being played out in boxing.